Hey everyone, Cahlen here, and today I'm going to be filling up this black plastic bottle, which I have purchased, with 3 different types of oil. So I have my powdered chocolate mix here, which is one of the things that I eat every day. I guess I drink it, but it's basically food, very thick, lots of protein and carbohydrates and all kinds of different good stuff in there. But I like to add oil to it to add a bunch more calories. So normally, in the past I would have relied on something like grass-fed ghee or grass-fed butter, and then I switched to using coconut oil, which I've been doing for a long time. Now I'm at the point where, now that I live outside and I'm getting to the point of wanting to minimize the amount of work that I'm doing, coconut oil, when it is cold, needs to be melted in order to go into a drink, or the water needs to at least be warm so the coconut oil will melt. So now I've gotten to the point where, well, I'm just going to rely on liquid oils so that I don't have to worry about that aspect. So even if it's cold outside, as long as the water is warm enough to be liquid, if I add this oil to it, it'll be liquid too. Now, when I woke up this morning, this olive oil and this avocado oil were both solid, so I actually had to put them in the sun a little bit. So, going below freezing, these things do still solidify, but they're not that bad, right? If the water's warm enough to be liquid, these are going to be liquid. Okay, so the 3 oils that I'm going to do, these are basically oils which are known to be healthy for various reasons. So the first 2, I used to know all the reasons why they were healthy, but I don't remember them anymore. You're just going to have to go look it up. But I think you'll agree that when you hear about these, these are healthy oils. Okay, so avocado oil. I've got the organic Bragg's version. Then, oh wait, did I say avocado? I can't remember what I just said. If I said avocado, I meant olive. That's olive oil. This is avocado oil, right? So another thing, like, these bottles are nice. These bottles, especially this one too, like, it's got a little flip cap and a little pour spout, right? But when they're sitting on the outside of my backpack, like, I was thinking of just using the containers that I buy and then like adding other oils to them, but I think actually I do need a bottle which I can, where'd that thing go? Where I can actually screw on the cap and know it's not gonna go anywhere. You don't want oil all over your gear. It's messy, but also you're not gonna be able to get it out, and it's going to add a smell to it, your gear, which is going to attract animals that you're probably not going to want. Okay, so then the third oil is basically MCT oil. This is caprylic acid and I think capric acid, C8 and C10. So these are medium chain triglycerides from coconut oil, which when they hit your liver, they basically turn instantly into ketones, which are energy for the body, right? Normally your body needs to emulsify the fat, mix it with water before it can be absorbed into the body, but with MCTs it's basically instantaneous energy to the body. Also, MCTs will cure things like Alzheimer's disease, basically instantly. Now when you give someone a drink with MCTs in it who has Alzheimer's disease, they're going to come out of it for like an hour or so, and then the MCTs are going to go away and they're going to go back into it. But you can keep them hopped up on MCTs 100% of the time. So anyways, I'm going to add all these basically equal proportions to this bottle. Maybe a little bit less of the MCT, because you do have to be careful about drinking too much of this because it can give you an upset stomach. But this stuff, super powerful. It'll give you energy. You'll notice the difference when you have it. The energy goes instantly to your body and instantly to your brain. So anyways, let's get combining. Check this out. I'm going to clean off the bottle and I'm going to put it back down. It's staticky. So anyways, let's add some, probably going to make a mess here, some olive oil. See, look, this lid just falls off, right? Not so good. I do put it in the solar oven, so that probably has something to do with why this plastic part is fragile. And the MCT. Okay, so I've added my chocolate powder to this bottle here, which has some hot water in it, and I've mixed this up thoroughly, and now I'm just going to add it. And so this has a bunch of stuff in it, like coconut flour and sunflower lecithin and psyllium husk powder and acacia, like lots of fiber, lots of carbohydrates, things that are going to absorb water and absorb fat and kind of mix them all together. So basically it's a very high calorie and very dense food, which I can have with basically no effort. Basically the effort all comes when I mix up the powder ahead of time, but there's no effort when I'm actually on the road. So anyways, this is a huge amount of calories, right? Oil, when you're trying to look for a food, a survival food, which is going to keep you alive for as long as possible, give you as much energy as possible, oil is going to be the most efficient in terms of energy per amount of weight. And so this is probably a couple of weeks of energy, right? And I can carry several weeks of this powder in my backpack. So I could live off of the combination of these two things. Now, I'm probably not going to be super happy by the end of the 2 weeks. I'll probably want some variety, but I'll still have energy and I'll still be alive. So anyways, that's the new oil mix. Let me know if there's other oils that you think might be a good addition. I was thinking about omega-3s, but I think I'm just going to take algae oil separately, unless I can find a nice vegan omega-3 which doesn't taste bad, which I could just add directly to that. That would be ideal. And also, if there's any fat soluble items which you think would be good to add to it, I was thinking of adding BHT, which is kind of like a antioxidant food preservative, but also it's really effective against various people, viruses. I know some people don't believe in viruses, but things that cause things like HPV, warts, genital herpes, all kinds of different skin issues, chickenpox and stuff like that. The BHT is a powder which you can add to an oil, which basically kills all that stuff pretty quickly. So it'll make my oil last longer. It'll also make, give me an antioxidant, and also give me something which is going to be fighting against those types of microorganisms. So, but I could probably squeeze a lot more fat soluble stuff in there. So if you think of anything, I'd definitely be interested to hear about it. So anyways, that's my fat bottle. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please consider sharing it. If you'd like to help me out in a more substantial way, you can learn how to do so at cahlen.org/gift. And if you'd like to have a one-on-one conversation with me, whether publicly or privately, you can learn how to do so at cahlen.org/one-on-one. Thanks again for watching.